back to another video. We are going to go over how to solder a ring, which is something you guys have all requested, and I am so excited to get into it, so let's go. Okay, we're going to start with how to prepare your workstation. You're going to need a solder block, solder pick and tweezers, a quench bowl, pickle pot, copper pickle pliers, handy flux, a paintbrush, easy solder, torch, pliers. How to prepare your piece. In this video, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to make a simple stacker ring. So I'm going to start by cutting the wire to the proper dimensions of a size 7. You can find all of these sizes on Google. Then I'm going to wrap it around the mandrel and then take both of the ends and use my plier to create tension and get that joint nice and flush. If you notice that one side might be a little crooked or it's not very flush and symmetrical, you can pull it apart like a jump ring, and then I use my file to sand down the edges so that they're nice and clean. The point is that you want your joint to be as flush and close together as possible so that the solder can flow nicely. So I'm just going to put it back into place, and then we are ready to solder. After our joint is all ready to go, we are on to our next step, which is applying handy flux. We are going to apply this around our whole entire piece, top and bottom, and all over the joint. I'm going to grab the piece with my tweezers, and then I'm going to simply apply the flux all around the piece. You want to make sure that there is plenty of flux on your piece because this is also going to protect it from fire scale, which is something that can commonly occur when you are soldering, and it's also going to make the solder flow. After we are ready to add the solder, so in this case I'm going to place my solder underneath my piece. For this type of technique, it is proper to put the solder underneath the joint. This will just make it flow nice and well. So I'm simply just picking up the piece with my tweezers, and as you can tell, the solder is perfectly under the joint and evenly touching both sides of the joint. That is really, really crucial to make sure that your solder spreads really nicely and helps to not have to do so much work after you solder. All right, so now we're on to the fun part, how to solder your joint. So you can put away your flux and your solder, and now we are getting to the good part. First, before you solder, you need to put on your safety goggles and your gas mask. You just don't want to breathe in these fumes. So we are ready to go. I know I'm looking cute. All right, so let's begin. You're going to turn on your torch to full blast, and now we are going to heat up our piece evenly. I'm going to do this by rotating the flame onto the top of the piece, going counterclockwise. You're going to notice that your flux is starting to burn off. That is a great indication that your piece is getting hot enough. Once it's hot enough, you're going to place your flame on top of the joint, and as you just saw, the solder literally just hopped on. And then you're going to quench your piece into the water, which will make it not boiling hot. Do not grab it with your hands. Then you're going to place it in the pickle pot for about 4 minutes, and that is going to take off all the black and gunky gunk. And then in the next video, I'm going to teach you guys how to buff out your ring and basically part 2. So if you have questions, comment below and just keep practicing. Okay guys, so that is it. I hope you enjoyed this nice, short and sweet introduction into soldering. It's really not that hard, and just practice and you guys will get it down. If you guys have any questions about this video, let me know in the comments below and I will get back to you. But next week we will be back on Monday, and I'm going to teach you guys how to finish the ring up, and we're going to polish and sand it and make it look all beautiful. So I will see you next Monday.